Hello, once again, this is Brother Teacher. A simple method, or two simple methods to remove pesticides and chemicals, fungicides, herbicides from your fruits and vegetables, or your produce, in other words, is what I'm about to present to you. Now, if you don't have available to you a organic supply of vegetables and or fruits for some reason, and you just find yourself having the only choice of non-organic, even though anything that is grown out of the ground is indeed organic, but we're talking about those things that are organically grown but they're treated with chemicals, as the aforementioned pesticides and so forth. So how do you remove or minimize the chemicals that have been sprayed onto your fruits and vegetables? It's two things that I want to offer to you today. Number one, I want to say that you need to invest in a vegetable brush. Usually they are small, you can hold them in your hand, and has silicone bristles or plastic bristles, or maybe even wooden types of bristles. This is good for your harder skinned vegetables such as your bananas, your apples, and your oranges and so forth. You want to invest in a vegetable brush, and you also want to make sure that you have on hand apple cider vinegar, organic, such as Bragg, and some Himalayan sea salt, and also baking soda. These are the things that you need to minimize and or remove the pesticides that are harmful to us from your produce. First method, you take your Himalayan sea salt and you put about a tablespoon in a bucket or a pail of a gallon of water, and you submerge your fruits and vegetables in that water along with that tablespoon of Himalayan sea salt, and you take some apple cider vinegar, about a half a cup of apple cider vinegar, and you pour it into that bucket of water, and make sure that your vegetables and or fruits are submerged in that water, and leave them set overnight. Now, the next day, you take your brush, primarily for those fruits and vegetables that have a tougher skin or a harder outer layer, and gently brush those fruits and vegetables. You want to be careful with your berries. You don't really want to brush your berries because you're going to end up destroying the berries, especially blueberries, raspberries, and so forth. You want to be gentle and kind of agitate the berries with your fingers to relieve some of the residue from the chemicals from the berries. Anything that's very soft in terms of fruits, you want to do that with that. Only with your tough skin or your harder skin, you want to use the brush. Okay? Then you want to pour the water out. Then you want to put some more fresh water, and even use a hose if you have a hose available, or just a cup or a pitcher, and start pouring water to take the residue or the residual chemicals off of the fruits and vegetables. And then you go from there. You can blot it dry with a clean towel or paper towels, and they're prepared now and ready to eat. The second method is to use baking soda, bicarbonate of soda. Now you can use about a gallon of water. Again, submerge your fruits and or vegetables in that water with about two heaping tablespoons of baking soda in that gallon of water. Make sure that it's dissolved. Slosh it around with your fingers and your hands in the water, and leave it set for 5 to 10 minutes. Don't forget, baking soda is an antifungal and antibacterial agent. It is an alkaline salt, and it will break down most of the microbes and the dirt that's attached to your fruits and vegetables, and half the battle is won. So follow the same procedure. Use your brush again for the harder vegetable surfaces and the fruit surfaces, and rinse that water off as well. Put some fresh water in the container and slosh it around with your fingers, or agitate it with your fingers. Pour it out, and then you're good to go. It is better to err on the side of safety than to assume that when we go to a grocery store or even a farmer's market sometimes, to assume that it's just okay to eat or consume what we see. Always err on the side of safety. So take the extra precaution, take the extra few minutes that it takes to prepare your food for yourself and for your family so that you don't have to worry about health issues down the road. This is Brother Teacher. If you have any further questions on this subject matter or any other subject matter, please leave it in the comment section below. And by the way, it's good being here again. Take care.